did a video the other day, Joey. Yesterday, actually. Mystery game. Do you like doing those?
I love doing those.
There's some of the more fun ones that we do.
So it's when we find a game that doesn't have a label on it, and it happens more often than people think.
Yeah, where are you getting these? Where do we find these?
Well, they come in normal collections. You know, sometimes the games might be more beat up in one collection than another, but you know, invariably you're going to wind up reaching in one time and pulling one out, and the label's either gone or too scratched away to even see what it is. And the excitement is finding out what.
So you're not taking them off. You're not
no,
scraping these labels
off. Any labels off, good lord.
Right, we have enough lying around. I mean, that we can pick from. So how does that even happen? Do you think?
It was probably a kid that owned the game, and they were just rough with it.
Yeah.
And there's not much you can do now after the fact. You can't print out a replacement label. You know, that's Nintendo's copyright. You're not allowed to do that. So what we do is we just would take a little sticky note, write on it what the game is, and then mark it down like 30% and sell it as a cosmetically flawed version. When you do the mystery game, you get it set up for me, so you do know.
Am I allowed to? Yeah, I do know. I go and get them, so I look on our cosmetically flawed shelf, usually. I'll see one and I'll be like, okay, here's Sonic, and it's just a little piece of tape that says Sonic on it.
And so then you get to watch me figure out what it is?
Yes. So I get to watch you, and I also get to see the other people guess and know if they're right or wrong, which they're always wrong.
Has anybody ever been right?
Okay, here's a funny thing, actually, today. So I went to put it back in onto the shelf with a Sonic thing. So I got a piece of tape from Paul, our repair guy. I put it on there, and he said, oh, can I take a look? Because you remember the one we did had a little bit of label on it. He got it right.
There was
that much. Well, so I gave it to him, and he said, is this a Simpsons game? And I said, yeah. Like, I was kind of surprised, and he was like, is it, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys maybe, but is it the right one? And he got it right.
When I took a closer look at the game after guessing what it was or figuring out what it was, I could just barely make out the hint of a B.
You think?
For Bart, and I was like, yeah, but there was no way for me to tell before.
Right, would you have been able to honestly get it, do you think?
No.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, there's so many of these
Well,
things.
that video hasn't gone up yet, but it should be soon?
Yeah, this weekend? Maybe next? Maybe next week? Yeah.
I think so.